Okay, it's PAA 1.2. PA stands for algebra, and it's 1.2. And it's doing real-world functions. Functions are balanced on each side. I'm going to give you some examples of them. The first one is x equals 12. The next one is x minus 8 equals 12. On the first one, you can't balance x equals 12 because that's all it's telling you is x is 12. The next one, you can balance it. But what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So you have x minus 8, so you put plus 8. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So now you have x equals 20. You solved your linear equation. Okay, the next example is 2 times x plus 8 equals 16. You already know how to solve this because we say you have to get all your regular numbers on the right, all your x's or variables on the left. So in order to do that, you do the inverse or the opposite. In a word that they're going to use, you might see inverse. That just means do the opposite. So to solve this, you would say minus 8 because it's a positive 8. Minus 8. These cancel out, so you're left with 2x equals 8. It doesn't tell you what the letter is. You're going to do the opposite. Opposite of 2 times x is divide. So now you have x equals 4. You solved your linear equation. All you're doing is the inverse or the opposite. You subtracted 8 from both sides, then you divided by 2 from both sides. Next example is kind of like the example you're going to have in independent practice. And it says the cheer squad sells spirit ribbons for $2. Here we go. They purchased the ribbons for $68. So they want to know when they will start making profit on the ribbons. So you have your equation. Y equals, they're selling the ribbons for $2 a piece. It costs them $68 to buy the ribbons. I need to move 68 to the other side so I can get 2 and x by itself. So I say plus 68. These cancel out. You're left with 68 equals 2 times x. Divide by 2, divide by 2. After 34 ribbons, they will start making a profit. Sometimes they give you a word problem and they want to know which one's the better deal. When they do that, you want to set them equal to each other. So, A Plus Rentals, they charge you $25 every hour, plus $30 just to rent their inflatable. Inflatables charges $15 every hour, plus $50 just to rent their inflatables. So, you can put all your H's on the left, all your regular numbers on the right. So you would do the opposite or the inverse and subtract. So here you're left with 10 times h. You need to move 30 to the right. So you're left with 20 on this side. And then you have to divide by 10 to get h by itself. So at 10 hours, they would be the exact same price. So if you rented for 10 hours, it wouldn't matter. Sorry, 10 hours. 2 hours. What am I thinking? 2 hours. 10 divided by 20 divided by 10 is 2. At 2 hours, it would be the exact same amount. You can use either company. So you want to know which company is best. Well, just take your 2 and plug it back in. So for the A Plus Rentals, you could say, here's your equation. So you would say 25 times, well, let's do 3 hours. 3 hours would be $75 plus 30, which would give you $105. Over here, let's take your equation. 15 times 3 hours plus 50. So 15 times 3 is 45 plus 50 would give you $95. So for 3 hours, it would be cheaper to use inflatables. For 2 hours, they're going to be the exact same amount. Let's try just for 1 hour. So for 1 hour, you're going to say $25 times 1 hour plus $30 to rent it. So 25 plus 30 is 55. 15 times 1 hour plus 50. $15 plus 50 is 65. So if you did 1 hour's A plus rental would be cheaper. If you did 2 hours, it would be the same. And if you did over 2 hours, then this rental company, Inflatables, would be cheaper. And say, okay, well, they tell you what X is. They will say like X is 4, and they want to know which company you should use. Let's say Farmer's Market. They charge you $2 to pick strawberries, and there's a $5 picking fee. Community Garden charges you $3 to pick for strawberries, and there's a $2 picking fee. You want 4 strawberries, so you have to decide which one you're going to go with. So you have to write an equation for both. So you're going to say, well, for 2 strawberries, it's for 2 pints of strawberries, and you want 4 of those, plus a $5 picking fee. So 8 plus 5, this is going to cost you $13. Right here, it's $3 for a pint of strawberries, and there's a $2 picking fee. And you want 4 pints of strawberries. So 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2. So this company is going to cost you $14. So you should go with this company if you want 4 pints of strawberries. The practice that you have with you is assignment number 12. It says identify the inverse. Inverse is just the opposite. What's the opposite of plus 6? Minus 6. Then it wants you to know the inverse of 7 times n. You put divide by 7. The opposite of y minus 4, you put plus 4. Here they did it for you. They said s minus 8. So they put plus 8. So on this side you have to put plus 8. They just worked it for you. If this line right here confuses you, just mark it out. And then you can see s minus 8. All you had to do was put plus 8. Both sides. Right here, they worked it for you. They said n divided by 5. So they said times by 5. If this line right here confuses you, mark it out. N divided by 5. Opposite is times by 5. So you would say times by 5. It says, if Joshua babysits for $8 an hour, write a function that shows his total pay, T. So his total equals, he babysits for $8 every hour. How much would he make Friday night if he watched Mrs. Porter her daughter for 3 hours? So Friday, how much would he make? Well, your total would be $8 an hour times 3 hours. So he would make $24. How much would he make Saturday night if he babysat Mr. Cochran's son for 5 hours? Your total equals $8 an hour times 5. So he would make $40 on Saturday night. How much would he make Sunday afternoon if you watched Mr. Doty's daughter for 4 hours? So for Sunday, $8 an hour for 4 hours, $32. How much would he earn the entire weekend? Well, Friday night plus Saturday night plus Sunday afternoon, he would make $96. The lawns for extra money during the summer. She charges $10 per yard plus $4 each hour. Write a linear function to show the total she charges per lawn. So her total is, see, it said $4 an hour plus $10 to just mow the yard. Just for her to show up, she charges $10. There's your linear equation or your linear function I want you to write. What does she charge for a lawn that takes 3 hours and 30 minutes to mow? Well, 3 hours and 30 minutes is the same thing as saying 3.5, 3.5, right? So 4 hours times 3.5 plus 10. So you're going to use PEMDAS and do 4 times 3.5 and add your 10, and your answer should be $24 is how much she makes. Number 8 is just like the one we did in our notes before we started guided practice. Nikki and Remy have a lemonade stand. The initial cost of supplies is $15. So we're costing, there we go. And they charge 75 cents for each cup. So 75 cents for each cup minus the $15. We want to know their profit. So I'm going to write it over here so I have more room. So their profit is based on 75 cents for each cup of lemonade minus $15 that they had to pay for all the supplies. I need to move 15 over to the other side so I can get the number of the variable by itself, or the number and letter by itself. So plus 15. We have 15 over here, 75 cents over here. To solve for x, you do the opposite or the inverse. You do 15 divided by 0.75, which would give you 21. So they would have to sell 21 cups before they even start making money, because they have to cover their supplies. It's just like the one we did in our notes about the strawberries. This one's similar. It says, Mrs. Riley is taking her students to the aquarium in Jinx. She received quotes from 2 charter bus companies. Oklahoma Blue Line charges $55. So here's our blue line. They charge $55 for a bus plus $3.50 for every student. $3.50 for every student. The Rumble Bus Company charges $75 plus $2.25 for every student. Write a function for each charter company. Well, these are your functions. You just have to put y equals on each of them. Then it says she's taking 25 students. So you're just going to plug in 25 where x goes. It gave you x. It gave you how many students. And then you would solve. So $3.50 times 25 is $87.50. Plus $55 would give you $142.50 to use this company. So if you go over here and you use Rumble, you're going to do $2.25 times 25 students. That leaves you with $56.25. If you add 75, you get $131.25. So Rumble Company would be cheaper if you had 25 students. One that they want you to set them equal to each other, like we said in the notes. Says for having perfect attendance, Mr. Dees takes a group of students to Celebration Station. He was given 2 options to pay. Option 1 includes lunch, unlimited games for $15, and an additional charge for $3 for each game of laser tag. Option 2 includes lunch, unlimited game time for $18, and an additional charge of $1.50 per game of laser tag. I want you to write 2 functions and show the total cost of each option. The 2 options are the same after how many games of laser tag. So we're going to open up this window so I have more room to write. Here's our option 1. And here's our option 2. If the video cuts off, I'm making another one, so be sure to click on the next one. Option 1 is $15 plus $3 per game of laser tag. And option 2 was $18 and $1.50 for a game of laser tag. Okay, I'm going to go to the next video and we'll start right here.